We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the New York Mets and Felix Hernandez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Standing in, Desmond Lindsay. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Hey, this is the big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage the last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
Here's Robbie Cano now. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. First pitch on its way. Late that time for a strike. Cano is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit. Throw won't get him.
He's been cold. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big.
So here's Pete Alonso. He grounds it sharply to third. Over to Albies. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We're scoreless on MLB Network. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Stepping up now, Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of the series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Now another 1-2. Fouled off. Fouled away. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Lindsey arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. So one away here with the bases empty, and standing in the powerful right fielder Nick Markakis. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
So stepping in, Freddie Freeman, first at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and the inning will continue. He's through first and hustling for second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave him.
Stroman comes set. Here's the first pitch. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's 1 for 4. The set and the 1-0. This one's down to third. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out. At the plate, Michael Conforto. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Hit sharply on the ground. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
That is clear.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
J.D. Davis the next to bat, as Hernandez is going to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. He'll come in with an average down at 230, 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Check by Hernandez. The pitch.
Ball that's outside.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 2-1 home. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double. And that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets 2 bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
Zach Collins stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. Outside for a ball, 1-1. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Ready on 1-2. Here's a drive out toward left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. He's in at second safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play.
Usually a hitter will shorten his swing with 2 outs, but not this guy. He puts a big charge into this one and drives in a couple of runs along the way. That can be frustrating as a pitcher when you had a guy on the ropes and you couldn't finish him off, especially when he drives in runs.
Jake Marisnick is at the plate as he watches ball 1. A runner at second, nobody out. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now. He's set. Now the pitch. Gave him the green light, but he swings through it for strike one.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Gets him to swing and miss there. 3-2. No one out with a runner at second. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with one away now.
The left fielder, number 4. Desmond.
Into the box now,
Lindsey.
Desmond Lindsey. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Lindsey normally patrols center field, but he's in left for this one. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. called strike on the sinker. 2-2 now.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
The 2-2. Line towards center field. Acuna is there. Let's see if they test it. And both runners have to hold where they are, so call it a missed opportunity with 2 gone now.
Second base, Robinson.
2 men on, 2 out, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And the runners will stay put here on ball 1. The 1-0. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Ozuna on the run. Into the corner. He makes the catch to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Hit in the air to right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So up steps Ozzy Albies. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Albies with a 1-1 count now. Stroman isn't considered by many to be a power pitcher. He doesn't strike out a ton of guys, but he's usually very effective as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that uses his defense and makes the opponent put the ball in play.
Matty B, not all pitchers are going to be swinging this guy. Even though this guy is a power pitcher, he pitches primarily down in the zone, and he looks behind him and he sees 8 fielders with the glove. He needs some help. He's not going to strike a lot of guys out, but he needs some help from his defense.
Stroman gets the sign. 1-0 on its way.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Johan Camargo would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. In there, and it's full 3-2. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up next, the utility man, Johan Camargo. No balls and a strike to count. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Throw into second. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left. Top of the 3rd set to get underway. So here's Jeff McNeil. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As Hernandez is going to jump ahead of him here with strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Seared down the first baseline. Here's the pitch on 2-2.
We got 3-2.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2, when the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two. It's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
A ball and no strikes. McNeil leads off first with one away. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
The 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. 4th home run for him on the season, and the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Standing in now, J.D. Davis. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Swing, and he pops him up, and that's in there, base hit.
Yeah, and when a pitching coach goes to the mound this early, he's probably just looking to reset the pitcher's mindset, get him to forget about the negative, and give him something positive to focus on. We'll see if he responds.
In now, Zach Collins, as Hernandez is going to jump ahead of him here with strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. A good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
2-2 to the Mets catcher.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4. So first and second with one man gone, and up next the center fielder Jake Marisnick. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. The 1-0 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Runners are at first and second with one away. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Has a look, now the pitch. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2. Andres Jimenez will be next. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Still only 1 out in the inning. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Andres Jimenez the next to bat. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Jimenez, a Venezuelan-born ball player. This is his first year at the big league level. Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. But the Mets do strike for 2, both.
We're just about set to go here as the Braves come to bat in the 3rd inning, and this is an offense that's really been productive this year. They enter the day near the top of the league in both team batting average and runs scored, so it's safe to say they're among the cream of the crop in terms of offensive production. Talking to some of the coaches earlier, they all alluded to not only the high level of talent on this club, but also the hitters' tireless work ethic. They praised the professionalism these players bring to their craft as a major reason for their success, and they said the hard work breeds confidence when it comes time to compete in the batter's box.
Thank you, Heidi. The 1-1. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, man. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Hit on the ground is short. Right to him. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
He's set, and the pitch. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And it's fouled away. One and two, here it comes. Unable to find the zone with the slider. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Another payoff pitch. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Stroman comes set, 2-1 on its way. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. From the stretch. Sharp ground ball to third. The throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Ronald Acuna is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1, and he fouls this one off. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 2 left for Atlanta. They trail here. 4-0. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He told me it feels like every ball they've put in play has been a laser. And the numbers back that up. 6 of their hits have come off the bat at 90 miles an hour or harder, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Desmond Lindsay started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The batter, number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Digging in to try it again, Robinson Cano. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 4 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors for the Mets so far. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
It's funny, that pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Acuna is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batter, number 6.
Now at the plate, Jeff McNeil. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Albies picks it up, throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he lays off for ball 1. On the season, Ozuna is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
First pitch of the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Liner toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. That evens it up, 1-1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Two balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Tyler Flowers becomes out number 2 this inning. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. Men on third with 2 down. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around it is there if they want to go that route.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Pulled toward right center field. Marisnick is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out of it. Into the box, Pete Alonso. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at one and one. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Sean Newcomb takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Michael Conforto will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Nobody out, runner on first. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Ooh, that pitch was up and in. That's one of those pitcher's purpose pitches, right? Fastball, something hard up and in. Now he can go down and away if he'd like.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Now batting.
Now in the box, Zach Collins. First pitch on its way. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball 1. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance in the. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Windup and the 0-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Here's Ender Inciarte. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. 1 out, nobody on. Swinging a soft liner. And a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
The 1-0. And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. High in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. That's inside. 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count. Not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. This is on the ground over to first. And they'll get back a run here as they're on the board. It's 4-1.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Bases full now following the error. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Marcell Ozuna. Marisnick is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as they cut the lead in half, 4-2 now. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. They started with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. In there, 1-1.
1-1.
Stroman comes set. Here's the pitch. Bounce to first. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon. Stepping into the box, Jake Marisnick. He'll be the first to the plate for the Mets in their half of the sixth. And now a pitch on the way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. And he misses there, 1-2. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Hit down the third baseline. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. The throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Into the box now, Andres Jimenez. No balls and 1 strike. Behind 0-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Desmond Lindsay stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Ready for another shot now. Robinson Cano. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Runner goes for third. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. Short hop, but he's out. Great play to pick the throw and slap the tag on him to end the inning. Ready for another chance? Tyler Flowers. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Here comes the first pitch. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
1-1 the count now. Now here's the pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. So it's an inning opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
So here's Johan Camargo. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker at strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Hit down the line at first. On his way to pitch number 100.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. To second, there's Cano. On to first to complete the double play.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
So base is empty now after the double play. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Braves go down quietly. So digging in now, Robinson Cano. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out number 1. Coming to the plate now, Jeff McNeil. He was a ground out victim last time up. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Pete Alonso. It was a walk in his last trip. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. The 2-2. Misses above the zone for a ball.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And ready now, Ender Inciarte. He singled his last time up.
The designated hitter, Ender Inciarte.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First delivery to him on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Lifted down the line in left. But this will land untouched. Ready with the 0-2. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Just missing here, 2-0.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs? I don't think he's working around him.
2 balls and a strike now. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't.
Now a swing by Markakis, and he launches this one high and deep to right field. But this is taken in on the warning track as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
First baseman, Freddie.
So a runner stands at third. 1 man is out. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Outside with the fastball, that's 1-0.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Acuna digs in now, and they're runners at the corners now. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
turned on down the line. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Oh, and he misses it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzy Albies.
So now to the plate, Ozzy Albies, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The high fastball is in there.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Braves will settle for just the 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Digging in once again, Michael Conforto. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Michael Conforto.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1, no strike.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Ball 2.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
3-0 now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. The 3-1 pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The next 3-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Now batter, designated hitter, J.D. Davis.
So striding forward now, J.D. Davis. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And he couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around at strike 1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 0-2 once more.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Now a flare out to left center. Coming on is Ozuna, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his 3rd knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. At the plate, Zach Collins. And he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2. Minter, a native Texan. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The 2-0 on the way. Oh, I bet he'd like to have that swing back. It's 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. There's Jake Marisnick. He'll get his shot next. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly, and he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
Here's Jake Marisnick, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
In the dirt here. Runners will stay put. However, the count evens at 1. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here. Riding in once again, Andres Jimenez. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Stepping up to the plate, Tyler Flowers. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Tyler Flowers.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Oh, and that is right there for strike 2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but That one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
The count is 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
The batter, the third baseman, Johan Camargo.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Johan Camargo. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
The 1-0 home. And there's a line drive. Base hit to left field.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
2-0 the count to Dansby Swanson. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Ender Inciarte will be the next to bat. Lays off 1-0. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hit the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back? Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1 hit, 1 left. 9th inning coming up. The Mets are out on top, 4-3. Adam Duvall will stay in the game, taking over at third base and batting in that 8th spot. Mark Melanson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Markakis is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Cano waits on the first pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Bouncer to the left side. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Jeff McNeil. On the night, he's 2-for-4 with a pair of singles. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, the tag, and he is out at third. And with that,
Here we go. For the Braves, the right fielder, Nick Markakis.
now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Seth Lugo takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
Nick Markakis digging in now. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes now.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. The 2-2 one more time. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Legs churning. He's headed for second. The throw is wild, and he gets away.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Stepping in, Freddie Freeman. He'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. And it appears now the dugout has decided to put him on for free, so now the double play perhaps in order here with nobody out.
The center fielder, number 14.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Acuna Jr.
He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Tying and winning runs are on here with nobody out. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Number 20. Marcell Ozuna.
Stepping in now, Marcell Ozuna. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. And we'll see what he can do with the tying run at second, the potential winning run at first with one away. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only one away.
Second baseman.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run.
Now back.
Wow, a perfectly executed safety squeeze right there, and that's such a tough play to defend when it's done right. It can be risky, of course, but not as much as the suicide squeeze. Good call from the dugout on that one.
4-1. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Left field and deep. That ball's down, and in comes the winning run. And the Braves are going to pull this one out. They walk off a winner.
And you know, these guys take their cue from their manager. He doesn't panic, so they don't panic. They just put those hard hats on and then go to work. They manufactured a couple of runs, and this game is theirs. That was a fun game.
Time to recognize the man who really stood out this afternoon, and there he is. Nick Markakis. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he doubled down on doubles here. 2 of them on the stat sheet, and they were a factor in the outcome of this ball game.
For our ball game. For the victorious.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Reds allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the visiting Braves 5-0. Brandon Crawford plated 3 runs on the day as San Francisco took care of Philadelphia 6-5. The Pirates amassed 14 hits in the game as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 7-6. The San Diego Padres held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 3-0. The Orioles combined for 4 total home runs as they dethroned the Royals 12-0. The Cleveland Indians totaled 11 hits as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 6-2. The Blue Jays beat the visiting Red Sox 4-3. Danny Santana had a day to remember, amassing an impressive 7 RBIs at the plate as Texas got the victory over Oakland 7-5. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air tonight. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. And we are set for baseball here this evening. The pitch. And here's a swing and a miss on the game's first pitch, and that's how we'll get started in the Tuesday opener. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch 1.
And that misses for ball 1. Alcantara has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. Fouled away. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. David Peterson, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
Fellas, these men high in the air and deep to straightaway left. And this one is gone, a home run.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. And he takes strike 2. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
The windup and the 0-1. Ground ball left side. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And that'll put the runner at first here, and we'll have to see how indeed they decide to score that play. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jesus Aguilar. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marisnik is under it. 2 down. Now at the plate, Matt Kemp. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
In now, Jorge Alfaro. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
Dickerson at second. Kemp on at first with 2 down. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Marisnick will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Marlins are on the board first thanks to digging in, Pete Alonso. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The first baseman.
Now a ball hit in the air to straightaway left. This is carrying well. Out of here.
And we'll employ the use of our show track technology to get a better idea of that home run. And you see it there, 111 miles an hour off the bat. He certainly squared that one up well.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. Slapped hard the opposite way. Dickerson is there, and he'll bring this one in. Now at the plate, J.D. Davis. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. So coming to the plate, Zach Collins. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. A ball and no strikes. Swung on and missed. 1-1. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane to the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Garrett Cooper. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The designated hitter.
There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Hit back toward the mound. Reined in. And that's the first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Here's Cano now at second. Fielded cleanly, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Striding into the box, Isan Diaz. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Into the box now, Jake Marisnick. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. Marisnick, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
1-2, here it comes.
I got to count 2-2.
Hit hard on the ground to short. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Batting ninth.
Digging in, Luis Guillorme, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. One out, nobody on. Hit to short. Reined in. Throw on to first, two gone.
The left fielder, number 9.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. Line towards center field. VR is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Back to the top of the order now, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's off the plate.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Cano with it at second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Ready now for the Marlins, Miguel Rojas. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
The windup and the 0-1.
Ball.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Fielded cleanly. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. On the ground for Cano, this could be 2. 1 there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Marlins down quietly. Through 3 complete.
Leading off to the net.
Cano waits on the first pitch.
Robinson Cano.
0-1.
Popped him up. Anderson has room in foul territory, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch rides in on him here as this is popped weakly toward the left side of the infield, and he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Now batting. The first baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Popped up. And Diaz will make the catch to put away out number 3. Digging in now, Jesus Aguilar. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The first baseman.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Aguilar swings the bat and throws from the right side and stands at 6'3". He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
A base hit in his first trip. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Fouled off. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And Kemp fails to connect there as this is cut on and missed for the first out of the inning. Now batting, Jorge Alfaro flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. A quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. Standing in now, Brian Anderson.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And it's quickly 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Throw to first will get him easily on the side. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Down the left field line and deep. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball.
I know that's the spot he didn't want to miss in, but he got away with it.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Kemp looking up. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Mets have made this a 3-2 ball game.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. There to take it is VR, and that's the first out.
The center fielder, number 15.
So striding in, Jake Marisnick, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Two 2-0 pitch on the way. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnik. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Luis Guillorme waits on deck. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away. Stepping into the box, Luis Guillorme. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's set. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Dickerson's there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The left uniform, number 9.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Brandon Nimmo. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. The set and the 1-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. On the ground to the right side. Scooped up. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Mets do get 1 back, though, on the solo. Bottom of the inning now. Standing in, Isan Diaz. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, he failed to pull the bat off his shoulder in that one, Matty. Down on 3 pitches. Pretty much a wasted AB. This has to be a better effort.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jonathan Villar. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Hit out towards second. Cano has it on to first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home 5th.
Up next for the Marlins.
At the plate, Miguel Rojas. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch here is hit off to the right side and fouled. It's strike 1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He's been pounding the zone with nothing but strikes, but that's an amazing take right there. You start getting into that auto swing mode when you think that guy's going to be around the zone. Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there, Dan. Was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
2-0 now. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. There. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. High pop up. Aguilar over to his right. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now back, number
One away now for the Mets in the 6th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. That evens it up 1-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Now this pitch is swung on and popped up. And this will also head toward the right side of the infield. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now. Ready once again, Michael Conforto. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Count even now at 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 2 out with the man at first. Great changeup there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Alfaro recovers. The throw to first is in time. Trying to Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Colorado Rockies and the New York Mets. Stepping in, David Dahl, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. 2-1 to David Dahl.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
He's only 4 pitches in, but he doesn't look too sharp to start the day off.
Ani bailed him out with a swing. 3-2 now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway. Trevor Story steps in now. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's gone 2 for 6. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good pitch there on the inside. Black called to strike. A ball and a strike to Trevor Story. Story has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
Now another 2-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both. Striding in for the Rockies, Charlie Blackmon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. Liner towards second. And that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Blackmon, the runner at first with 2 gone. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll get to the bag in time. What a do-it-yourself masterpiece. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Rosario, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. A ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So here's Jeff McNeil.
The third baseman, number 6.
First offering on its way. Too low, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. When he finds his spot there, 1-1. Grounded to first. Murphy has it. The tag, and he is out. Here's Robbie Cano now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Pitch on the way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That evens it up, 1-1. Left side, but well foul. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Again, a 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Digging in, Daniel Murphy. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Murphy, a native Floridian. He was a 13th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Settling in now, Ryan McMahon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. No score here as we play inning number 2. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. At the plate now, Raimel Tapia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Fouled straight back. 1-1, here it comes. Runners on first with 1 down. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second, there's Cano. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. At the plate, Tony Walters. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the stretch, he's running. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. But that'll be off the right field wall. Tapia blows through the stop sign, headed for home. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 55, John Gray.
In now, John Gray. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Now back, the left fielder,
David Dahl to the plate now. Now a drive by Dahl, and this is hit well to right field. Gone, and that one had some extra distance. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Set to deal on 2-2. Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Batting fifth.
So one away here with the bases empty. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Stepping in, J.D. Davis. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 count, the pitch.
I love that pitch right there. An aggressive fastball that catches the corner. The hitter knew it was coming and still couldn't do anything with it.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon.
Leading off for the Rockies, the right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
First offering on its way. This is pulled into right, and it looks like he'll have extra bases here to begin the 3rd. Here's Nolan Arenado. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Grounder down the line at 3rd, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Daniel Murphy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Popped up. McNeil in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Here's another 0-2. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, but not 3 apparently, as he'll hold on to it at second base. Here's Ryan McMahon now, and they're runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Now a check swing. Did he go around? No, says Kenny Jansen. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Hit out towards second. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from 3rd crosses the plate.
Now back, the center fielder, Raimel Tapia.
So now to the plate, Raimel Tapia in the air now, out to left. Davis is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. That'll bring up Tony Walters. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And he'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0.
And oh, that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. Into the box now, John Gray, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. And a big hit here with the bases loaded could really put this one out of reach early on. Has a look, now the pitch. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. Next for the Mets, Dominic Smith. And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 0-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Swing and a liner. It's down for extra bases, and the Mets have their first hit of the game. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw into second. Eduardo Nunez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Mets, number 12, Eduardo Nunez.
Liner towards second. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. At the plate, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. He went down swinging to start the home first, and he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. One out.
Now batting,
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. A bullet to first base, and he is out on the tag. Walker Lockett, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
number 61, Walker.
All set for the start of the fourth. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, David Dahl. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up.
That last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Behind 0-2 now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
In now for Colorado, Trevor Story. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And another foul ball. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Now the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And that's off the left field wall.
Now back, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Standing in now, Nolan Arenado rolled slowly down the third baseline, and he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Fouled off. Here it comes, 0-2. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes to third. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. One and two, here it comes. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Leading up for the Mets, the second baseman, Robinson.
Cano waits on the first pitch. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
That swing looked kind of out of control to me. Looked like he was trying to dial 9, but when you're down by 4 runs early in the game, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
And Cano, don't you know, is going to reach. It's a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Popped him up. Murphy is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Michael Conforto, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
From the stretch. This is pulled into right. Blackman is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Now to the plate, J.D. Davis. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends. Daniel Murphy steps in now. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. First offering on its way. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. One and 1 to the Rockies' first baseman. The 1-1.
Ball 2. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This one's down to third. He's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, Ryan McMahon. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0. The pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
All even now, 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Now batting.
Striding in, Raimel Tapia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Standing in, Dominic Smith. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
The catcher, number 40.
Stepping up now, Wilson Ramos. He reached on a single in his first try. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Luis Guillorme will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, Luis Guillorme.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Now a ball hit towards Story at short. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. Justin Wilson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 38.
At the plate, Tony Walters. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Wilson is among a dying breed. Those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Here it comes, 2-0. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. Wilson is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty B, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that could cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 5 runs, 9 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Next up for New York, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead it off as we start the home sixth. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
Dahl arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Number 6.
So stepping in, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Fastball called for strike two.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
A ball and 2 strikes now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Just hung in there on that one. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
24.
Into the box now, Robinson Cano. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he pops it up. Arenado has a play, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Trevor Story. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Trevor Story.
Pitch on the way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that puts the Rockies' leadoff hitter aboard to start the inning.
The right fielder, number 19.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Nolan Arenado. No hits to this point. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
With a traditional 7th inning stretch.
Last half of the 7th here. Digging in to try it again. Pete Alonso. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. On its way is pitch number 75. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And that one is gone! Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Waiting on it is Tapia, 1 away. Now in the box,
Now
J.D.
back.
Davis.
Left
0 for 2 for him to this
J.D.
point.
Davis.
Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
In today's game, with velocity and exploding breaking stuff, you have to find a way to control the strike zone as a unit. They haven't been able to do that today, swinging at way too many pitches outside the zone.
Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. To the plate now, Dominic Smith, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Back up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
In the dirt here. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1 from the stretch. Three and 2, full count. First and second now, 1 man out. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Jake Marisnik will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16. Jake Marisnik.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped him up. Blackman will call him off as he makes the catch, and the side is retired. Jerry Squamilla has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 27.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Now batting.
Into the box, Ryan McMahon. Pulled toward right center field. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Into the box, Raimel Tapia. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit out towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 6-2.
Up next for Colorado.
In now, Tony Walters. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Conforto is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch hitting for the Rockies, number 22, Sam Hilliard.
Runners on the move for second. He swings and misses. Throw down.
0-1 for the count.
He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Comes set with the 0-1. And the runner's breaking for third. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. Runner breaks for third. Pitch is high. The throw behind the runner to second. 2 outs here with a runner at third. The runner's breaking for home. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there. Stepping into the box, Ahmed Rosario, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now a check swing on the pitch inside, but he definitely broke the plane, and that's the first strike. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Tapia's in pursuit. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that's in there, base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second with a 2-out double. So here's Pete Alonso. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Good chance he's not seeing that pitch again. If he does, it's got to be bounced. But I'll tell you, from a pitcher's perspective, that's nothing but a long strike.
A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. New inning set to get underway. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go David Dahl. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Dylan Betances enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First pitch coming, here it is. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Betances, a 32-year-old veteran. He was an 8th-round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Ready for another shot now, Trevor Story. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. So digging in now, Charlie Blackmon. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up and battle, put something in play.
Now a check swing. Did he go around? No, says Kenny Jansen. It's ball one. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Ready for another chance? Michael Conforto, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Michael Conforto.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Oh, that's just out.
The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Squared that one up just a little late. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Mets right now would take a leadoff guy on any way they could get it.
3-2.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall.
Now batting. No one fielder.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Last time through was a base hit. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. A runner at second, nobody out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
The batter.
Coming to the plate now, Dominic Smith. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Got him reaching a bit too far after that one. It's strike 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 6-3 contest. At the plate now, Wilson Ramos. Hit hard, but foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And there he goes towards second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. The Mets down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
6-3 the final score today. Colorado took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. John Gray is credited with the win. Marcus Stroman worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.